You're so tired that not even a good night's sleep fixes it anymore. And I don't mean you're tired because you've had an extra busy day. I mean that complete and utter exhaustion that takes over your whole body. You've got a to-do list that's a mile long. You finish one thing and you're already moving on to the next. It's never ending, and honestly, you don't let it finish. Because behind the need to keep busy is the realization that if you don't do it, then who will? And you worry if you sit down for a little bit that it'll make you look lazy. But probably the worst thought of all is the slightest possibility of showing someone the truth that you're not holding everything together as well as you make it seem. So you keep going and you keep pushing through. You've become the person everybody depends on. You're the one that remembers what everybody needs and gets everything done without asking for any recognition. You do so much for everybody else, and they've stopped noticing it because they expect you to handle everything. When was the last time anybody asked you how you were doing or what you need? But be honest with me, would you actually tell them if they did? Me, I say I'm fine without a second thought. It's my automatic response to everything. Because there's no way I can open up and tell people how exhausted I am. Don't get me wrong, complaining to my husband that I'm tired is easy, but that's just surface level tired. But having a serious conversation with him and laying everything out, that's not happening. I don't know about you, but for me, this goes back to when I was a kid. I learned pretty fast that if I didn't do it, then no one else was going to. So I learned how to be organized and independent. But seriously, nothing prepares you for having kids and getting married because that list of responsibility quadruples. You work full time and you still have to organize the kids' school stuff and tackle the never ending pile of laundry and dishes. You feel guilty when you get sick, and you feel selfish for even thinking about doing the basic things like going to the hairdressers. If somebody offers to help you, you feel offended, like they're saying you're not capable of doing it by yourself. And you panic a little bit because if you stop doing what you're doing, then it proves that they don't need you. There was a woman in the Bible, her name was Martha, and I think she understood what we were going through because on the day that she was hosting Jesus in her home, she couldn't relax and enjoy the experience. She was busy in the kitchen preparing the meal, running around like crazy, trying to get everything done, trying to make everything perfect. I kind of wonder if she was the one that believed that she needed to keep everything going or nothing would get done. If she felt guilty for sitting down too. His sister Mary was sitting at Jesus' feet, doing nothing to help. She didn't cook or clean. She just sat there listening to him, completely present in the moment. And something about seeing Mary sitting there doing nothing must have hit a nerve. Frustrated at everyone and everything, she exploded at Jesus. Don't you care that I'm doing this alone? That flash of anger slipped out faster than her brain could shut it down. Because the irony of wanting to do everything by yourself, you end up getting annoyed if no one helps. The resentment she tried to hide surfaced, and it didn't come out as a cry for help. It came out as an accusation, sharper than she meant it to sound, and the moment it left her mouth, she must have regretted it. Looking at the Bible passage, it can seem a bit harsh, like Jesus was comparing Mary to Martha. But I think he was trying to tell her that none of the stuff she was doing really mattered, that all he wanted was for her to be close to him. And for women like us who struggle with the constant need to keep working, that is a terrifying thing to hear. The thought of not doing anything and being completely still in the presence of God is almost unimaginable. But the fact that Jesus didn't need Martha to prove herself to him means he doesn't need you to prove yourself either. He just wants you near, even if you can't sit still. I'm going to say a short prayer, and if you don't have the words tonight, you can borrow mine. Lord, I've been holding on to everything for so long that I genuinely don't know who I am when I'm not doing something. When I try to be still, it feels wrong. When I try to rest, I feel lazy. When someone offers to help me, I refuse it, and then I get annoyed that I'm doing everything by myself. I don't want to carry on like this anymore, but I honestly don't know how to stop. I'm tired of feeling like I need to constantly be moving around and doing something. I'm tired of feeling guilty if I try and slow down. I'm breaking on the inside and nobody sees it. I don't know how to be near you. I don't even know if I'm praying properly, but I'm here and I'm scared. And I need you to see me, to see the real me. I don't know how to keep holding everything together anymore. Help me to see that your love doesn't come with the same conditions that I'm used to. Prove to me that I don't have to do anything to earn your love and your grace. Amen. Thank you for spending the last few minutes with me. If you're anything like me, the battle doesn't end just because this video does. Those old thoughts have a way of creeping back in when life gets busy again. So I've put together a free set of 10 truth versus lie cards to help bring your focus back to what God says is true about your life. You'll find them in the description below. I hope they help.